George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, any of the directors, any of the A-list people, this is how they do it.
Warren Theaters debuts the latest way to see a movie, the Director's Suites. We'll show you how this innovative concept is bringing even more Hollywood luxury to more. That's coming up, but first.
We remember the good old days and that kind of down-home Oklahoma kind of feel with medicine.
Medicine gets a personal touch at the new More Express Urgent Care Facility, recently opened on 19th and I-35. We'll show you why this new facility is the perfect median between emergency room and family doctor. That's coming up right after this. This fast-growing restaurant chain specializes in large stuffed burritos and has developed a cult following of burrito enthusiasts. It started in Denver, Colorado, and will soon be opening a new location in Moore. What restaurant is this, and where will it be located? We'll have the answer later in the show. Melanie is concerned she may have broken her hand after a bicycle accident. She could have gone to the emergency room to have it looked at, or she could have waited to get an appointment with her family physician, but instead she chose a middle option, a fast-growing sector of the medical industry called urgent care.
But we're not a replacement. We just fill a niche or a transition between the sudden things that come up and the things that someone's family doc can take care of. So we're not trying to replace the family doc, we're trying to make his job and his schedule a little bit easier to manage.
At an urgent care facility, no appointment is needed. You just show up and they go to work. The newest such facility in Moore has just opened on the east side of 19th and I-35. More Express Urgent Care.
It has been great so far. You get all kinds of folks through because being open extended hours, being on a major interstate as well, you tend to get people from out of state, you get people traveling through, you get folks who are from the area.
Like this gentleman who's having a cut stitched up. While it doesn't have the capabilities of a full emergency room, the More Express Urgent Care facility does have a procedure room to cinch up cuts, and an x-ray room to determine broken bones, exactly where Melanie is now, checking that hand to see if there is in fact a break.
We have a full computerized x-ray equipment back there, so we can shoot an x-ray, send a digital copy of it to our radiologist to review and have a report back in less than an hour if we need to.
They also have a lab where blood can be drawn and tested or sent to other facilities where results can be determined within 24 hours.
All right, now it looks like it's a sprain, so I think you're going to be okay. We'll put you a splint on. You'll wear that for a couple of weeks.
Good news for Melanie, it's only a sprain and a typical routine for Dr. Tudo, who knows the importance of good bedside manner while working with patients.
On there pretty snugly.
If you can give somebody that TLC, maybe make them feel a little bit more comfortable, their ability to understand what you're telling them increases. We tend to be a little bit more technical nowadays with medical testing and the electronic medical records, but sometimes you just need to get down and give that good old-fashioned kind of care.
I think one of the frustrations that a lot of people have, rightly so, is how impersonal modern medicine has become, and I think as it becomes more computerized and more gadget-oriented, the human touch is really lost. So what we try to do, and what I've always tried to do, is tailor things to the individual and try to take the time, if at all possible, to explain not only what is going on, what I see on an exam, what I don't see, what are things to worry about, what are things that someone does not have that they don't need to worry about, and try to answer the unasked questions.
Part of this personal approach to medicine comes by having a more personable staff and atmosphere.
I've worked at a few different clinics over the past 20 years, and I know this is my favorite. This is really a family atmosphere. All the staff considers each other family, and we treat the patients the same way. And so it's just, this is an amazing environment to come to when you're sick or hurt. We'll take good care of you.
Roger Young and I both have been in practice long enough that we remember the good old days, and that kind of down-home Oklahoma kind of feel with medicine, and I think that meshes well with some of the technology that we're going through at this point.
Moore Express Urgent Care is not an emergency room, so for severe, immediate, life-threatening situations, call an ambulance or go to the emergency room. But if it's immediate but not life-threatening, they can probably help you.
We see a lot of upper respiratory infections, flu, allergy problems, strep throat, some broken bones, sprained ankles, sore shoulders. Those are probably the most of the common things that we'll see.
They can also help with routine medical needs like sports or camp physicals and general checkups. Usually the wait is short, depending on the number of patients.
You never know how many people will be here at once. It's a walk-in clinic, so sometimes we can have 6 people walk in at once, sometimes, no patients for a few minutes. So we never really know. They always keep us guessing.
For more about Moore Express Urgent Care, consult the following contact information.
We were looking around and looking at the demographics and what Moore had to offer. It's centrally located to the airport. There's main quarter I-35, which you have access to, and the growth of Moore, has high disposable income from the families that live here, high household income. Like the availability of the commerce, the restaurants that come open and the growth that's happening here, but also the access to the I-35 and the airport, and you can basically get anywhere that you need to go. As far as CrossFit, we're on the front lines, and the obesity scare is one of the large. I think it's the #1 killer of people in the country, and we're on the front lines. We are an inclusive physical training program. We educate you on not only exercise, and we provide the exercises for you, but we also coach you on diet and nutrition. And I looked around and I was like, this really needs to be brought to another part of the city, and there's really not another one on the south side.
What fast-growing burrito chain will soon be opening in Moore? The answer is Qdoba, to be located in front of Home Depot on 19th Street. If you've ever been to the Warren Theater, you know it's the most luxurious movie-going experience in Oklahoma and probably the entire country. The new IMAX theater coming in the next several months will make that experience even bigger with a huge screen and giant seating area. But while Bill Warren is definitely thinking big, he's also thinking small.
We have developed a new concept called the Director's Suite. And several of my friends out in Hollywood, my movie mogul friends, have these in their homes and in their studios.
And now the Moore Warren Theater has them too.
It just made sense that Oklahoma City and Moore in particular would appreciate this. I mean, our balcony seating has been so popular, and I thought, how can we take it to a new level?
He took it to a new level by making it more intimate and exclusive. On the second floor of the theater, in what was once a storage area, Warren has installed 2 luxury director suites, each seating between 30 to 50 people, with their own exclusive lounge area, and a high degree of detail put into each one.
The suites basically cost $1 million each, and there's 2 of them. So I mean, but that's what we do to make sure that we have the very best for our customers.
And it shows the moment you enter the new Director's Suite Lounge. It's completely separate from the rest of the theater, with neon and a fireplace and a luxury Hollywood vibe. Food service is also available in the lounge or the suites themselves, with full tables that swing over your chair. In many ways, the Director's Suites take the luxury elements of the balcony experience and raise them a notch higher.
It feels very VIP, very exclusive. Just coming in here, it's really sort of a relaxed atmosphere. It'd be a really nice place to come in, just have a few drinks and hang out and not be a part of the craziness that's going on downstairs. So I can see where this would be a more luxe kind of getaway for people looking for that experience here.
Part of that luxury can be found in the seats themselves.
They're softer, first off, and they're like more cushiony, and then you can actually recline all the way back. Like you're sitting in a recliner, and they heat your back and your legs. When you get up, they turn off. When you sit back down, they turn back on. I've never seen seats like that before at a theater.
The seats are actually like a really nice lazy boy, except these are motorized. Kick back to watch your movie in style.
I actually sat in the chair and leaned back and felt it all, and it was, I just didn't want to get up. I wanted to stay sitting down.
While the room size for each suite is small by normal theater standards, the screen is actually quite large and looms over the entire room.
And the screen's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, or what I'd heard, and it looks beautiful. It literally looks like, you know, it's your own little private viewing room. It'd be really cool to like rent out for parties or something.
George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, any of the directors, any of the A-list people, this is how they do it.
Moviegoers had their first opportunity to watch a movie like a Hollywood tycoon on the opening night of the new Twilight film. The suites did not disappoint.
Why haven't they unveiled this before? I mean, it's luxury. It's something that you can go and enjoy as an adult. It's comfort, it's soothing, it makes you just feel like you're sitting at home to watch the movie.
It's beautiful, it's amazing, and they did so well keeping it secret. We had no idea. When we were waiting in line, there were hints that there might be another cool surprise, but we had no idea this is what we were expecting, and it's very cool. It's cool they picked Breaking Dawn to be the first movie for it, and it looks like it's gonna, I won't be surprised if it becomes an amazing bestseller. I bet it'll be sold out for every showing. It's very nice.
In fact, on the opening weekend of Breaking Dawn, the director's suites were completely sold out, as was the entire rest of the theater. While you'll pay a bit more for the exclusive suites, $22 a ticket, there seems to be no shortage of people willing to pay the premium price. If you want seats in the suites, order your tickets early. On the other end of the spectrum, progress continues on the massive new IMAX theater that will seat hundreds at a time, rather than 30 or 40. It's expected to open this spring. And after that...
And I'm not sure we're done even after the IMAX is open. I have this building's designed to add on to the other end, so I don't know what else I'll think of.